Placed over $1,000 already, Joe.
Oh, wow. And we ain't done yet.
No.
So where all did you go today?
You know where I went today?
Where?
Lion Services.
That's it?
Yeah, I wasn't too happy today. Day started out wrong. The council screaming at me.
Why?
Because I was listening to my scriptures and reading my scriptures and something about the dog. And she just
Did you leave him outside again?
No, I didn't leave him outside. Tomorrow you got lox and bagels.
Okay.
Okay. How was your breakfast today?
Oh, it was great. I got done eating the Cuban sandwich, and it was 11:24, and I was like, oh, I'll eat the cheese sticks at break. Break came, and I wasn't hungry at all. It was a big sandwich.
I think you got another one tomorrow.
Why don't you come and have lunch with me?
I am. But that doesn't mean that you can't have your Cuban sandwich.
I'll miss Bojangles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe Mommy will eat the sandwich.
I don't know if I could eat it for dinner tomorrow, because...
We're going out for dinner for Mommy.
Oh, yeah.
I went and got her a mani-pedi, like you said.
Uh-huh. Did you get a reservation for Saturday?
For Saturday?
For
No, I haven't made it yet. I'll make it tomorrow.
Okay.
You want to be there at what time?
1:45.
Okay.
I did 900 screw. Well, actually, it was 895 because there was 5 bags left, and it was 358, and I didn't want to do them.
Did you get to meet the blind vet?
No, I think he works on the other side.
Okay.
four-way drive shit.
Oh, hell.
What?
There's a constable and a fire truck, and looks like somebody done fucked up.
The vehicularly impaired done had an impaired moment.
Yeah, they did.
Well, what made you decide to come here and do this today?
I just wanted to get out of the house.
Miss the Panthers.
And I missed my son so much that I say, I hope you won't mind coming home with me.
The only reason I didn't take you up on that when you were at Compare Foods is because I probably would have been waiting longer for you.
We got there at the same time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, if you were at Tryon, I would have said yes. Me and Rosie went there once, like, this was years ago. Me and Rosie went there once.
Where?
Tryon, because we had gone to the last place on Earth. We went to Tryon and we bought some stuff. We walked out of there. She said, "Oh, I felt like I was in Miami for a second." Cause yeah, you go every place. Yeah, in Miami, you go every place and it's crowded and it's full of Cubans a la mierda. And no one knows how to drive, and there's never enough parking.
Joe?
Yeah.
I wish I could make you understand how much I love you, son.
So mommy had gammy duty today.
Yeah, and she wanted to get her hair done and go see Sheila. And then I invited her to go have lunch with her son. And no, it's my birthday. I'm going there.
She said she would. I asked her.
I give up sometimes.
asked Mommy, I said, what are the odds of Gammy coming to see me at work? She said, pretty low.
It's your favorite neighborhood coming up on the right after this bus.
Yep.
Get by this damn bus.
What bus? The city bus?
Yep. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
I love you, son.
Love you too, Daddy.
Talk to your mother.
Hey, Mommy.
Oh, I thought baby daddy had you.
Oh, huh?
How are you?
Good?
Yeah, is that why you were calling to tell me daddy had you?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you on your way home?
We're going for sushi.
You're going for sushi?
Yeah, you want to come?
Well, I got my hair just done, and I'm just sitting here with Kathy and Miss Cindy.
I thought you were going to Sheila's tonight.
No? Perhaps I don't think I'm gonna go. Kathy's gonna do my hair later tonight because she has plans that her plans got canceled, so she squeezed me in around 3:30.
All right. Well, I am now in the intersection of Wendover and Randolph Road. We can come and get you if you want to have sushi with us.
That's okay. I'll just eat that Cuban sandwich in there.
Okay, because I'm going to have lunch with Joey tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you coming?
All right. I don't know, honey. I don't know.
I thought you told me you would come.
Yes, I'll come. All right. Miss Kathy had wanted to take me out for my birthday, but that's okay.
Well, she can come too.
Huh?
Well, she can come too.
Okay. I'll be there, Joe.
No, she can come too and see where Joey works and see.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Course of his entire career. President Biden will hold a news conference with reporters shortly. Questions, of course, this evening as the NATO meeting wraps up. That event will be closely watched by Democrats who have raised concerns about Biden's ability to win in November and be effective in another four-year term. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers in the House today voted down a resolution to hold Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt for refusing to turn over audio tapes of President Biden's interview with a special counsel. Here's NPR's Ryan Lucas.
The House voted last month to hold the Attorney General in contempt of Congress for defying a congressional subpoena for audio tapes of Biden's interview with special counsel Robert Hur. The Justice Department turned over a transcript of the president's interview, but withheld the audio tapes after the White House asserted executive privilege. Thursday's vote in the House was spearheaded by Florida Republican Anna Paulina. The resolution would have imposed a $10,000 fine per day on Garland until he complied with the House subpoena and handed over the requested audio tapes. But House lawmakers ultimately rejected the measure by a vote of 210 to 204, including 4 Republicans who voted against the resolution. Ryan Lucas, NPR News, Washington.
This is NPR.
This is WFAE News. I'm Gwendolyn Glenn. Charlotte-Mecklenburg police have arrested and charged 2 teenagers in a series of shootings that killed one person early Tuesday morning. Officers arrested a 16-year-old after a traffic stop. They also arrested 18-year-old Carlos Roberto Diaz. Both teenagers are charged with first-degree murder. Deputy Chief Tanya Arrington says officers are not looking for any other suspects.
We have reason to believe that the 16-year-old juvenile intended on continuing his violent crime spree. Thanks to the great work of our officers and detectives, they were able to prevent additional harm to innocent victims.
CMPD says 5 shootings early Tuesday night appear to be random and connected. They happened within 30 minutes of each other. 58-year-old Mustafa Muhammad was killed on Statesville Avenue just north of Uptown. 2 other victims sustained non-life-threatening injuries. North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, who's the GOP nominee for governor, who was at the Capitol for a ceremony honoring a Craven County Sheriff's Officer lieutenant yesterday. WRAL reports after the event, reporters tried to ask Robinson about recent comments at a Bladen County church saying some people need killing as he was leaving, and got this response.
You want to come out here and you want to smirch this lady's award by coming out here asking me that silly question. That's what you got out of this. There's your answer. Shame. That's what it is. Pure shame. And you should be ashamed.
Robinson's campaign said he was referring to enemies of the United States during World War II. The full 2024-2025 hockey season schedule for the Charlotte Checkers was released by the team today. The Checkers will play 72 games, with the opening weekend being October 18th at Bojangles Coliseum against the Cleveland Monsters. Team officials say 36 home games are on the schedule, with the majority having weekend dates. Season and group tickets are on sale now. No date was given for when individual tickets will be available for purchase. It's sunny and hot in Charlotte, currently 91 degrees in Charlotte, 91 in Hickory. This is WFAE News.
Support for NPR comes from the station and from Raymond James, a firm focused on transforming lives, businesses, and communities through tailored wealth management, banking, and capital market solutions. Disclosures at raymondjames.com. From Ooma, a cloud-based phone service for any size business, with an automated virtual receptionist, video meetings, and other features to connect to customers and coworkers anywhere at ooma.com/NPR. And from listeners like you who donate to this NPR station.
From NPR News, this is All Things Considered. I'm Juana Summers.
And I'm Scott Detrow. SpaceX is under fire for a workplace culture of sexism and harassment, according to a new report in Businessweek. Elon Musk's space exploration company, which plays a key role in modern spaceflight and satellite operations, has been hit with a complaint from the National Labor Relations Board, as well as a civil rights lawsuit in California. In response, SpaceX filed a countersuit against the NLRB, and that threatens the board's very existence. To discuss and explain why, we called one of the co-authors of the Bloomberg Businessweek investigation, Josh Idelson. Welcome to All Things Considered.
Thanks for having me.
I want to start with the scene that you describe at the very beginning of your piece when you're trying to just explain the culture at SpaceX. It starts with a description of a parody HR video that was played at a party.
That's right. Years ago, SpaceX executives participated in a video, a spoof employee orientation video, in which one employee is shown coaching another one on the correct way to spank a coworker.
And this video, before we get into the lawsuits and the counter lawsuits, fair to say, based on your reporting, this video tracked with a lot of the broader culture that you were able to investigate at the company?
People who've worked at SpaceX say they found this video reflective of a larger reality at SpaceX.
Mm-hmm.
That the company felt in many ways like a frat house.
And people raised concerns about this culture.
Hell yeah.
And they were fired, right?
Employees circulated this open letter which asked whether the culture at SpaceX was the type of culture that really employees should want to be bringing to Mars. And today, after the letter was circulated, people involved in it started to be fired. The day after the National Labor Relations Board issued a complaint against SpaceX, saying that the company had illegally retaliated by firing 8 employees involved in this open letter, SpaceX responded by suing the NLRB in federal court, arguing that the agency's structure is unconstitutional.
I want to read something that you wrote in the story and ask about it. You wrote that if years from now the SpaceX workers' NLRB trial ends up happening, it could still go their way, force Musk to reinstate the firees and reinforce U.S. employees' rights to protest their working conditions. Or if things go a different way, the fallout could set those rights back almost 100 years. How could this have such broad implications? What are the stakes here?
The stakes here affect workplaces throughout the private sector in the United States. The Supreme Court has moved to the right in recent years. We've seen a series of cases in which conservative justices have shown sympathy for arguments like some of the ones being made by SpaceX. If judges decide that the NLRB's structure is unconstitutional, there's a spectrum of moves they could make, ranging from letting the next president fire and replace all of the agency's appointees, to letting the next president fire and replace the agency's appointees and also rewinding hundreds of pending cases back to before they were ever considered by a judge and letting someone chosen by the next president instead reconsider the case, to deciding that the structure of the agency is in such conflict with the Constitution that it cannot function unless Congress steps in and comes up with something new.
I did want to ask, has SpaceX responded to your reporting? What are they saying about all of this?
SpaceX did not comment for our story. The company has denied wrongdoing in the labor board case. It has said that the employees that were fired violated policies and has, among other things, said that they are now trying to harass Elon Musk by trying to subpoena him in the case.
That was Josh Idelson, labor reporter at Bloomberg and Business Week. He reported on the story along with Lauren Grush. Josh, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
And I'll just add that NPR also reached out to SpaceX for comment, but we have not heard anything back.
In Stanley Kubrick's movie, The Shining, it's actor Shelley Duvall who really sells the...
Oh my God, son. I wouldn't mess with Elon.
Nope. All Elon would have to do is say, "You're racist because I'm African American."
Yeah. That's a good one, Joe. I like that. I gotta get some.
On Saturday.
Yes.
I love you, son.
Love you too, Daddy.
I love to come in, surprise you, and give you a kiss. You automatically, hey, Daddy.
Yep. Because I was busy messing with Gal. It's like, you want me to do your work? I never seen you do it.
That was funny. Hey, Daddy. Did you say you tried to talk to John?
Yeah.
You know, I don't like that cough, Joe.
Well, I don't know what it is, but anytime I cough, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it sounds like bronchitis, if you ask me.
Well, I still can't laugh too much. I learned that the hard way because I was watching people crash into that bridge I was telling you about yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was laughing and I was like, ugh, I can't. I'm starting to cough now.
Maybe that's why they come and meet the people that are here, so we got something to laugh at.
Yeah, so we can watch them drive trucks and hit bridges. That bridge has been like that since 1940 and only 3 people got injured. There's supposed to be one on Roxborough Street somewhere that's shorter. Yeah?
I love you, son.
Love you too, Daddy. twice in a while.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been eating sushi, but what I do now,
You ate pizza, so
I don't eat as much. I can't stand that. Maybe we'll have the steaks tomorrow, if not.
how are we gonna have them tomorrow? We're going for dinner.
No, not tomorrow, Saturday.
I'm going for dinner.
Yeah. And we're leaving Sunday, so shit, I'll eat the damn steak. Joey, remind me to go and get gas over at Johnston Road and Valentine Commons.
Okay. Why that one?
Because they take the Harris Teeter points. Joey?
Yeah?
I love you, son.
Love you too, Daddy. Maybe.
Get my woofers and stuff. Hello? 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 Say hello, Joe. I don't know who that is.
Hello? I don't know who that is.
Hello?
Light acceptance isn't an issue, and as Dylan relaxes and thaws, even his mother notices a change.
Must be nice to get away from us, I guess, huh?
I love Besa.
God, I feel like we've been driving forever.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what,
it's only 4:58, so
see, this is why when I go out by myself on Fridays, I never want to come all the way down here.
I understand, son. I understand.
You turn that AC down, 'cause it's really cold on my leg.
What, you got me right here?
Yeah. And I've been in the AC all day and it's cold in there.
Oh, I see. I understand. Sorry, but I'm hot. God, I love being some Santas. I just like being with you, Joe. I don't have to be hugging and kissing you and stuff like that. It's just like hanging out with mine.
Sanctis.
closely by Democrats, looking for evidence of whether he has what it takes to defeat former President Donald Trump in November.
President Biden has held fewer press conferences at this point in the presidency than any U.S. president going back to Ronald Reagan. That's according to a tally kept by Martha Joy Kumar, a Towson University professor emeritus in political science.
Press conferences are the most important type of exchange that presidents have with reporters because, in a sense, they are reporting to the public.
Biden is likely to be pressed on his health and cognitive state and the calls from some in his own party for him to drop out of the race for president. Tamara Keith, NPR News.
NATO allies are providing new aid for Ukraine and a pathway to membership. While Ukraine's president welcomes that, he's urging countries to lift restrictions on how those weapons can be used. More from NPR's Michelle Kellerman.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he needs air defenses and NATO weapons quickly, and he wants countries like the U.S. to let Ukraine use the weapons to target sites deep inside Russia.
If we want to win, if we want to prevail, if we want to save our country and to defend it, we need to lift all the limitations.
NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg says Ukraine should be able to strike legitimate military targets inside Russia. The U.S. eased some restrictions to help Ukraine respond to Russian attacks on the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv. Michelle Kellerman, NPR News, the State Department.
The popularity of a class of drugs used for weight loss is resulting in shortages in the U.S. NPR's Sydney Lupkin says it's affecting many people with type 2 diabetes.
Before blockbuster weight loss drugs like Wegovy came on the market, there were drugs like Ozempic and Trulicity. These drugs are in the same class, but they're FDA approved to treat type 2 diabetes. The demand for all of these medicines has surged, and the drug manufacturers can't keep up. That's caused shortages. It shocked type 2 diabetes patient Jim Cox.
Then I went up to my local pharmacy to get my Trulicity, and they said, sorry, we're out. I couldn't renew my prescription.
It's unclear how soon the shortages will be resolved, but the drug makers have invested in new factories and say they're ramping up production. Sydney Lupkin, NPR News.
Some positive economic news when it comes to inflation is providing further ammunition that the next move by the interest rate setting Federal Reserve is likely to be a rate cut. Consumer prices fell 0.1% from the previous month compared to the same period a year ago. Prices are up just 3%. That's closer to the Fed's 2% target. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 32 points. This is NPR.
This is WFAE News. I'm Gwendolyn Glenn.
I gotta change my
Charlotte
implant
Mecklenburg
batteries.
police have arrested and charged two teenagers in a
I
series
gotta
of
change my implant batteries.
Okay, I'll wait.
What are you doing?
Cleaning the steering wheel. Oh, Joe.
Okay.
We done?
Yep.